When I've had such things that I wanted that looked impossible, but I could just feel in my gut that it was a no-brainer, and they would happen. I mean, it would defy all odds.
All right, so say that better, because that was a contradictory statement. Looked impossible, but I knew it was possible. Which is it? It can't be both. Say it better.
I knew that it was entirely possible that I could achieve that.
So what made you say the first part? Same thing that made our friend earlier want to tell us everything that she felt before. In other words, does it feel possible or impossible? Which is it? It's not both. So, and you get to choose which it is and line up with the one you choose. That's really what we're wanting to say to you. So say all of that again, and be prepared for us to climb your tree again.
Okay. I would look at a situation that was very significant, a very significant level of achievement, and I would want to achieve that goal, and I would just feel that I could do it, and then I did.
We like the way you said that. So from now on, those are the things that you want. That's what you want to practice. That's what you want to practice. So we're going to put that in Abraham terminology. I have some desires that haven't manifested. Human logic says if it hasn't manifested, it won't manifest. But I know better. I know that if this time-space reality has the wherewithal to inspire the desire within me, it has the wherewithal to deliver it in full fruition. That's the only thought you ever need to practice. If I want it, I can have it. If I want it, I can have it. If I want it, I can have it. Let's just take another step. If I want it, I can please myself with the wanting of it even before it manifests. Ooh, isn't that a nice thought? If I want it, I can take pleasure from the having of it even before I have it. Stay with us. This matters. If I want something and I don't have it yet, meaning everybody around me can't see me in the having of it, I can still have it in my mind. I can still take pleasure from the unfolding of it to the degree that the whole reason for the existence of the goal is to give me the life-giving moments along the way. And then not only do I have pleasure in the thinking about it, but I'm going to have pleasure in the manifestation of it. Can you see how this step 4 that we're talking about is, so I want this thing I want it. I'm asking for this thing I do not have. But I'm so not bound up in the not having of it. I'm so at one in my knowledge that it is coming that there's no absence of its vibration anywhere within me. I'm not longing for it. I'm not yearning for it. I'm not suffering for it. I'm not pleading for it. I like knowing that I want it. I like knowing that I want it because I know that when I want it, it is coming. And therefore, whether it's here right now in full manifestation or whether I'm on the trail of it is the same for me. There's no absence of it in my vibration. Now I'm living happily ever after, and lots of good stuff's manifesting in my experience. The whole process of living happily ever after is to not spend an inordinate amount of time in step 1. Ask and get on with it. You let your parents train you in an inappropriate way. They made you suffer too much before they gave up the goods. Life is supposed to be good for you, and it's supposed to be good for you now and always. Nowhere was there anything that you signed that said, I will suffer for a specific amount of time before goodness is released to me. Not one of you signed that contract. And yet you seem to have adopted it a little bit somewhere along your way. Did you get that? Really good. Did you get that?
Yes.
Enough?
Yes, thank you.
Really good.